In the early 1960s, Enzo Ferrari sat entirely alone at the apex of the automotive world. He was the undisputed king of luxury sports cars, commanding a brand that represented the absolute pinnacle of Italian engineering and status. But his business model contained a distinct contradiction. Track racing was his only real passion. He viewed his Scuderia Ferrari Formula One team as his true life's work, treating the production of consumer road cars as a reluctant side hustle, a necessary chore to fund his racing program. Because of that philosophy, Ferrari's road cars suffered from specific chronic flaws. They were incredibly fast, but they were also deafeningly noisy inside the cabin, violently rough on regular pavement, and plagued by fragile interior clutches that burned out with staggering frequency. Customers were expected to simply endure this discomfort. Buying a Ferrari meant paying an exorbitant premium to suffer through racetrack stiffness on a grocery run, all for the privilege of displaying the prancing horse badge on the hood. Enzo's absolute dominance bred complacency. By openly dismissing the comfort and mechanical reliability of the vehicles his customers drove every day, he created a massive vulnerability in his own empire. Enter Ferruccio Lamborghini. He was the polar opposite of Enzo, a New World industrialist who built a massive, highly profitable fortune by applying mechanical precision to agricultural machinery in post-World War II Italy. As a wealthy industrialist, Lamborghini bought several Ferraris, and as a master mechanic, he grew infuriated by their engineering shortcuts. He found himself pulling his Ferrari into the shop to repair a fragile clutch mechanism that kept slipping and failing completely under the engine's power. Trusting his own mechanical expertise, Lamborghini drove directly to the Ferrari headquarters in Maranello. He asked to see Enzo face-to-face, intending to offer a constructive mechanical solution using superior tractor clutch components to fix the glaring defect. Enzo Ferrari refused to listen. Disgusted that a manufacturer of farm equipment would dare critique his elite racing machines, Enzo delivered an immediate, arrogant dismissal. "Let me make cars. You stick to making trappers." Enzo had insulted a master mechanic's pride. That single rejection transformed a loyal customer into an obsessed rival, one with the capital and facilities to challenge Ferrari's engineering on a global stage. Lamborghini retaliated immediately. He purchased a large plot of land in Sant'Agata Bolognese, just a short drive from Ferrari's turf. There, he constructed a hyper-modern manufacturing facility directly adjacent to his management offices, ensuring he could personally monitor every inch of the assembly line. Meanwhile, Enzo Ferrari's temper fractured his own company. In a notorious palace revolt, 5 of Ferrari's top engineers demanded that Enzo's wife stop interfering on the factory floor. Enzo responded by firing all 5 men on the spot. Lamborghini recognized the tactical opportunity. He immediately swooped in and hired these exiled Ferrari veterans, pairing them with brilliant, aggressive young talent like 27-year-old engineer Giampaolo Dallara. Backed by Lamborghini's wealth and a point to prove, this new team worked at a blistering pace. In just 4 months, they designed, built, and unveiled Lamborghini's very first car, the 350 GT. Enzo Ferrari's unchecked ego backfired. By firing his top engineers, he handed his new rival the exact technical expertise needed to challenge his supremacy. The 350 GT was an impressive opening salvo, but the ultimate blow to Ferrari's traditional design dominance arrived between 1965 and 1966, during the secret development of a car called the Miura. This diagram outlines the engineering leap that made the Miura possible. Inspired by the Austin Mini, they placed a massive V12 engine directly behind the driver, turning it sideways in a transverse layout. Mounting the block across the middle improved weight distribution, allowing for a lower aerodynamic profile and tighter handling than Enzo's front-heavy designs. When the Miura debuted, it instantly made previous sports cars look antiquated. With its V12 roaring right behind the driver's ears, it stood out as the world's first true production supercar. The Miura proved a harsh reality for Maranello. A new world focus on mechanical innovation and layout optimization could instantly render an old world racing pedigree obsolete. Fast forward to the early 1970s. Lamborghini's 10-year obsession culminated in a vehicle that completely abandoned the traditional rules of automotive design, the unveiling of the Countach. The Countach looked like a spaceship. It featured a longitudinally mounted engine, a severely angled wedge profile, and radical scissor doors that opened directly upwards. With the Countach, Ferruccio Lamborghini was no longer trying to build a better Ferrari. He had entirely redefined the category on his own terms. The Countach reset the expectations for every car in its class. From that point on, a supercar was defined as a purpose-built, user-centric marvel of engineering, making the era of the uncomfortable, detuned race car feel like a relic. By the time Ferruccio Lamborghini sold his company and retired to a quiet vineyard, the damage to Ferrari's traditional dominance was done. Enzo Ferrari was forced to overhaul his production line and adapt to the severe new standards his rival had set. It all traced back to Enzo's mistake in Maranello, allowing his own hubris to blind him to a valid mechanical critique from an unhappy customer. The 10 lira tractor clutch argument established a permanent rule in the motor industry. Unchecked arrogance at the top leaves a vacuum, and a competitor obsessed with precision and the end user will always step in to fill it.